What we are aware of, we grow more into. Thoughts become things. And remembering that we are connected to each other always, all the time, energetically. So the me is in the we, that MW thing, just, me, we. We are one with each other. Now the actual story might be different. You may have heard different words from each other. But I'm going to assume that underneath it was the same energy. There was a celebration, there was an acknowledgement. There was love from the listener. Everything we do is potent. Whatever direction we're going in. And that direction could be, again, moving to disconnected or moving to connected. So we talked a lot about, how do you recover? How do you bounce back? Well, we do it in our own system. Everything you need in this life, you have. In you, in your system, and in your stories. And beyond that, you have all the support of spirit and energy that's driving where we are right now. Trust. Have faith that everything that you've experienced and everything that you will experience is in your best interest. But it does not come pretty all the time. We receive many, 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 many gifts in this lifetime, and most of them come in ugly packaging. It's still a present, and you must open it. But the outside of it doesn't look good, doesn't feel good. Part of this journey is recognizing that we can be detached and receptive. So that means that when something happens, you can fall into it and get stuck there, or you can be a witness and be willing to receive what it has for you in its message and in its story. We talked about this a little bit. Everything happens for a reason. 9/11, I know we were all around, and I know we know lots of stories. But what's interesting, the ones that stuck with me were that person that missed their train that morning and did not go to work early. And when they did get in, we know what was going on. And I actually also have a person who I was in the restaurant business. My first career, helping and supporting people through a dining experience. That's what I did then. Now I help and support people in reconnecting to themselves. Anyway, the point is they connected to their meals. There was a woman there who was a pastry chef. And she worked at Top of the World. But it was her day off. But she went in for work. Why? People say, why? Why? Don't ask why. Ask what for. How is this serving me and the greater good of everyone around me to go through this experience? That's a big, big part of this, is remembering that you're not alone. You are the star of your own party, right? I know every single one of you is, because I see your shining light. But what that means is you have invited in supporting players, supporting actors that will support you, most likely with something really yucky, right? But that's been the gift that you receive from knowing them. When we land in our truth, and I know sometimes it can be hard to see the truth because it gets masked with feelings and emotions and stories. But I guarantee you, when you feel your heart, when you feel the earth, when you feel your body, everything you need, everything you desire is there. And it's now. It's right now. On your second piece of paper, there's a couple ways to play with this question. Here's how I'm changing my perception of myself in this moment. So sit into all of these pieces: acceptance, gratitude, trust, faith, love. Everything happens for a reason. All of that is how you are going to consciously shift how you perceive either the story that was brought up by the flame or some other story. So take a minute to think about how you might be able to be in the now, be one with yourself, and shift a perception. So take a minute to write.